Hi all, and welcome to today's topic. So today we are going to talk about the prompt engineering. So basically, what is prompt engineering? It is basically designing clear and structured prompts to get the better results from AI models. The prompt engineering basically the art of asking the AI the right questions in the right way to get the best output. So if I talk about the prompt engineering, it is a quite important point. It is basically the heart, how you ask the questions to the LLM or the SLM, which is basically your large language or small language model. The thing is that if you have some certain scenario that you want to execute through agentic, or you have a conversation where you want to get some output from the LM or the SLM, you need to give very detailed, um, I would say, and quite clear instructions to the LLM or SLM in order to get the desired results, right? So basically, if you put up a vague prompt, the output is going to be a poor one, and if the instructions are clear, then the output is going to be excellent, right? So let's talk about uh, uh, the prompts, right? So if I'd say a bad prompt, then basically explain cloud, right? So what cloud we are talking about? Is it a GCP cloud? Is it a cloud computing? It's a Azure cloud or AWS cloud? It doesn't explain that, right? Now if I say about a good prompt, so basically explain cloud computing in simple terms, for example, for beginners in 5 bullet points with example, so something like that, right? So basically I'm trying to make my prompt more descriptive. I'm trying to tell the LLM what to go, where to go, what to fetch, and then come back with a output, right? So why prompt engineering is important? It is important because we do not want to get the vague outputs, we do not want to get the inconsistent answers, we do not want to get the wrong format, and we definitely do not want the hallucinations, right? So that is why we do that. So try to keep a simple prompt structure. It's a 4-step formula to do the prompt engineering: role, task, context, and format. So let's say you are a cybersecurity expert, and then you want the backups for the checkpoint or Palo Alto firewall, or let's say FortiGate firewall on basically every weekend, like on a maintenance window, or maybe you want it on 22nd of every month, which is basically your production environment's maintenance window, right? So basically you'll have to define the prompt in such a way that I want to take the prompt backups for the particular FortiGate devices on 22nd of every maintenance window, and it should be in this format, like a CSV format. So that's how you should compile your prompt, so that the prompts are much more descriptive in nature, and then you are going to get a sort of output that you are expecting, right? So let's say again another example, explain network troubleshooting, right? Not like this. So if I say a strong prompt, it is going to be descriptive in nature, right? So you are a senior network engineer, then troubleshoot a network connectivity issue, then I talk about the step by step how we are going to troubleshoot the issue, what are the possible causes, what are the commands to check. So that could be a CLI command, it could be a front-end command to the APIs that we want to get the outputs to for certain networking devices. Let's say some other devices which have their APIs opened through the for any other vendor, right? So this kind of prompt should be descriptive in nature. That is the main fundamental behind that, right? So let us quickly go through one of the programs that we have updated last time also, and this time we have just made a minor update. So this was the last time when we implemented guardrails. We talked about the guardrails, what are the advantages of the guardrails, and then we said that guardrails are basically important so that nobody is able to provide or feed a malformed prompt which alters the queries, or basically alters the fields which the LLM is going to return, right? So we put up that thing. This time I have just enhanced that prompt by introducing the system prompt over here. So let's say you are a production data extraction assistant, extract product information from user input, and we just want the product information, and the price must be an integer, and we want to remove any currency symbols, right? So let's go to the uh, or bash or the Windows prompt shell where you would like to run this particular thing. I am already on the location where this particular file is, right? So all I have to do is I just need to run the Python, and then followed by the prompt engineering, right? And this press, right? Let me try that again. Just a open the PowerShell. So let me copy this point again. I think it's difficulties to operate. Uh, okay, so yeah, it started to work now. The API keys have been loaded successfully. So let me again, explain the script. The script was actually divided into the main part. So this is the main script, where the structured AI is ready, and basically we have to run the our inputs in a while loop where we give the inputs and then the outputs are generated through the LLM. The function ask AI structured is generated. So once we go over there, uh, so this is the function where we load the our environment file which is having the open API key. So once we go to the particular function which is the ask AI structured along with the prompt, so we are going to get the encounter the system prompt, which is basically asking to extract the product that we are going to provide in the prompt, and then the pricing. If there is a pricing mentioned over here, it is going to talk about the pricing, right? So let us go to the prompt over here. So I'll just write the Samsung A2300, or let's say A23 phone costs $1,500. Okay, so let's check. Okay, so now you can see that the LLM has queried the uh, prompt that I put up, right? And then it has filtered out the product name and then the pricing, right? So what we what we asked the system prompt to do was, we asked it not to include the currency symbol, right? So we asked it specifically to remove the currency symbol, right? No explanations, and price must be an integer, right? So it is basically, so the price is basically an integer. Only the product information was fetched, the price was fetched, there was no dollar tag or no symbol was there, and no further explanation was given, right? So that's how the prompt engineering works. You can get more descriptive and then you can expect a reply, but you need to provide the only intent behind putting up the right prompt is that you are able to guide the LLM to get the right kind of outputs for you, right? So if I say please generate a script for let's say one of the uh, earlier scriptings in Python, let's say uh, any of the OS based concepts that if I talk about, right? So the data structure concepts. So if I talk about any of the data structure concepts, so that could be uh, let's say uh, the ones that we did, uh, maybe we talk about inheritance, maybe we talk about polymorphism, maybe we talk about sorting algorithms. So when I say okay, give me quick sort, actually I am not specifying what kind of sorting algorithm or in which language I am expecting the sorting algorithm. So maybe based on my previous inputs, the chat GPT or copilot or any other conversational AI can provide me this output in maybe a CPP format, a C format, a Java format. But if I want to set my instructions clear that okay, I need bubble sorting in C++ format and not in the Python format, I need to specifically say that, right? So once I say that okay, please provide me the the quick sorting algorithm in C++ format, then only the LLM would understand that okay, the algorithm was required by the user, but that should be in the C++ format, right? Otherwise, if I do not specify that, it is going to just give me whatever language it understands. So let's say Python comes first to its mind, it is going to provide me the output in Python, which is basically not useful for me because I'm working in the C++ language, right? So that is the intent. Please keep your prompt very much descriptive and self-explanatory, so that you are able to get the right outputs. That is one of the base steps going forward for the LLMs, where you design your agentic AI approach, or whether you do a conversation with other LLMs like ChatGPT, or uh, Gemini, or Anthropic, or whichever things come to your mind first. So that is the base important thing, right? So I think that's all for today. I hope this session was informative, and please like, share, and subscribe. And I will definitely see you in the next video. Thank you.